I'm sorry about that. I got cut off from the first video because I had a phone call coming in. I'm recording this on my phone and my daughter calls my phone. You know, mind you, we're both in the house. But that was nothing but the enemy. Because, you know, they don't, you know, the enemy don't like us. And when I say enemy, I'm talking about fallen angels and demons and archons and reptilians and all them little creatures. You know, they don't want these messages exactly getting out. You know, those of us that are really speaking the truth, are really dropping knowledge to y'all, we get attacked. Our videos get attacked, our phone lines get tapped, all kinds of shit. You know, okay, like, man, look, we go under all kinds of attacks. You know, so you know, look. You know, you called me in the middle of a video. You know, it was no fault of her own. You know, like I know how the enemy do shit. You know, to just fuck with us. You know, I can identify these things. You know, it's easy to spot. You know, they do shit to throw you off. But that's all good. You feel me? So, you know, we talking about physicians of no value and spiritualists of no value. And basically what I'm saying is there's no profit in healthy people. in the big pharma medical industry. So what makes you think there'll be profit for those who are cured when it comes to the spiritual illnesses that we suffer and the spiritual woes we deal with? Look at who the number one targets are in the New Age community. People who have love issues. People who have issues with love. Do the research. People with the new, you know, who when people go for tarot card readings and all this stuff and what may have you, the majority of people that go to these people is because of issues with a romantic partner. Okay? They, you know, especially in the twin flame community, they sit there and try to, you know, let me tell you something. A lot of these spiritual gurus know that there are not that many twin flames. There are only 144,000 of us. Again, like I spoke about this in a few of my videos about who the real twin flames are, and they are from a specific bloodline in the earth, from the lost tribes of Israel. And I did a video on that, and I even gave the scripture, Revelation 7. Look it up. It speaks about the bloodline and who the 144 are. You know? They know that there are not that many of us. But it, you know, look, you know, that's all I see people talk about nowadays is just twin flames. My twin this, my twin that. What happened to soulmates? What happened to soulmates? Nobody talks about soulmates anymore. Soulmates aren't just, you know, people are jumping on this because it's trending and because, you know, y'all call every little connection a twin flame connection. No, everybody does not have the privilege of calling themselves that. It has nothing to do with raising the vibration of the planet and bringing us into the new age version of whatever Buddha you or ascendant master you worship. You're a spiritualist of no value. What are twin flames here to do? What is the house of Israel here to do? Wake up our people who are from the other tribes of Israel. There's a reason why the Bible called this Jacob's trouble. We are living in what my forefathers prophesied to be Jacob's trouble. Why do they call it Jacob's trouble? Because his children, his lineage is in trouble. You know, when y'all talk about all these fancy new age titles like twin flames, indigo children, crystal baby, star seeds, and all that type of stuff, those are from the bloodlines of Israel. The other nations' gods didn't give y'all these titles because they don't have the power or authority to do so. Only the Most High appoint these titles to people. And if you read your Bible and didn't want to sit, and sit up here and keep calling it a fairy tale so much and throwing it away, you read your Bible, you would know when what the Most High says about how He dealt with the other nations. He didn't deal with the other nations. He said in His Word, Israel, I have only dealt with you. I have dealt with no other nation the way I have dealt with you. He never appointed prophets, apostles, disciples among the other Gentile nations. He did not work with them. People don't even understand the importance of why the gospel spread. You understand? Yeah, the gospel had to spread because my people were scattered. It was prophecies that said that Israel be scattered among all the nations. So the gospel had to go out. And then somehow today, y'all want to make it about everybody. No. Christ said that He came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Y'all don't have these titles. The Most High didn't appoint any Gentiles, any of these little titles that y'all be flashing around like indigo and star seeds and twin flames, prophet, prophetess, apostle, disciple. I had said this in a video that I made maybe a couple of weeks ago. It appears that I have to repeat myself, to get it through people's head, I had to pause my video for a few minutes because my mind is under attack. They don't want videos like this getting out. You got people that be making these twin flame videos and these spiritual videos without a problem whatsoever, can sit there and give you channeled messages in 3-4 videos every day. I know that's bullshit. I get plenty of channelings, but I can't say I get plenty of channelings because the point I'm trying to make is that a couple of channels in the span of the past 4 months, I've gotten a good number of channelings, is what I'm saying. But what I mean is people that sit here and every day could give you 4-5 videos of these channeled messages and getting these spiritual downloads. That takes a lot of energy to get these downloads to you. I've done channeled messaging, channeled messages, because I don't use tarot cards, for a couple of people in my inner circle. And, giving it to them, doing two drained the fuck out of me. So I don't understand how a lot of y'all be coming out with 7 videos at a time. This just lets me know that y'all doing it for fucking money. You ain't really getting nothing. You can give all these channeled messages within a day like this. Like, I don't understand how y'all do it. There's no way. And on top of that, I'm getting brain fogs while I'm recording this. I'm under attack. I never seen none of y'all spiritual growth. If y'all really was dropping some real knowledge, y'all would show that y'all are being under attack by something, or you would be able to tell that they have you marked. And most of you aren't marked because y'all, the New Age movement, Satan came up with all this crap. Like these are fallen angels. Like all these ascended masters that y'all sit there and revere and all this type of shit. Those are fallen angels. Those same people. Now I'm not saying that the identity of the people that are called ascended master is fake. People didn't exist. I'm just saying that these people's identities were hijacked by fallen angels. These same fallen angels that masquerade themselves as Zeus, as Hera, as Aphrodite, as Poseidon, as Osiris, Auset, Hathor, Krishna, that elephant god, like, okay, it's just crazy. But they really don't want me putting this video out. They really do not want this video coming out because I'm getting brain fog. They're making me lose my place in my train of thought. They're making me lose my place in my train of thought. They won't even let me get out what needs to get out. Because I was compelled to make this video. Y'all come out with these urgent twin flame videos. What's so urgent about it? I wasn't moved by anything in that hour video. Well, I'm speaking of past videos I've watched because I like this video that I came across. I couldn't even get 5 minutes in I got in like maybe 5 minutes, and then I had to try to skip ahead to see if I could come across something of value, like, because my zodiac is Aquarius. We are knowledge chasers. Okay, we can tell when something's garbage in the first couple of minutes in a video. In the first few minutes, we can tell you ain't going nowhere with this. So we can very, very much tell and pick up on shit like that. So, they're not giving you no tools. They make you pay for these childhood tools, these kits, these tools for inner child work. Like, are you serious? You got the New Age community. It talks about source. It's like, what source? The source is the Most High, the God of Israel, right? Well, I know who the true source is. They know, you think these people that y'all trust, these head gurus on YouTube and a majority, you think these head gurus on YouTube, they don't know that they're, that they know you're not twin flames. They know that a majority of you are not twin flames. Yeah, I'm getting tongue tied. They're putting me under attack right now. They really don't want this out here. They know a majority of you aren't twin flames. They know this. They haven't even come across many of us. They have not come across many of us. There's a lot of my people who aren't on YouTube who are dealing with the twin flame connection and don't even know what they're going through right now. The Most High said the elect will gather the elect to the elect. And now I've gotten full confirmation. I already knew, but something happened to me a few days ago where I got full confirmation that I was right, that the twin flames come from the house of Israel, from a bloodline. Not just some random motherfuckers walking on the earth. No. Because again, Go back to the first video I was cut off. The Most High God did not deal with the other nations. He didn't deal with the other nations. So how the hell did y'all come up with these little fancy titles that y'all have? When the Israelites, my people, were taken down in 70 AD, we were left completely desolate. We were kicked out of our territories. And the Gentile nations that were a part of this scheme, going back to Psalms 83, it goes into the conspiracy against Israel to keep us hidden, to enslave us and start hiding our spiritual records from us. Which means, like, they killed off all our priests and priestesses and started killing off the old elders. They started killing and murdering our elders, and they took the young, and they enslaved us, and we were prohibited to teach the young generation our culture, our heritage, the stories about our forefather. These children would grow up not knowing that they were the people that walked across the Red Sea to get away from Pharaoh's army. They would forget that they are the people who came from Joshua, who brought down the walls of Jericho. They would forget that King David sat on the throne. The king that sat on the throne was their king, King Solomon, and many others. They would forget their history. They would forget they were from the lost tribes of Israel. That's why in Psalms 83 it says, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel will be no more in remembrance. I was sitting there all day yesterday arguing with some fucking clown on Twitter. And I really don't go on Twitter, which I realized the bitch was an energy vampire. She called herself a fake history hunter. I was like, really? I was like, why don't you start with your own? Because y'all have lied about plenty. I showed proof. I showed catacombs of ancient Israelites. They have catacombs hidden down in Vatican, the libraries of the Vatican. Ancient catacombs. This man had went into a part of the Vatican library underground where he wasn't supposed to, and he started taking pictures of ancient catacombs of Israelites. They have a lot of stuff down there buried about our people. Yeah, they have all this shit buried for a race of people that y'all think don't exist. Our Bible is a made-up fairy tale, but the people that it speaks about, they have catacombs and ancient paintings of us down there that this man took a picture of. What are they hiding? What you don't hide? What are you hiding this stuff for if it's not true? Y'all know who they got parading as Jews today, and Revelations 2:9 goes into that. Talks about, I know thy works and I know thy poverty. And that when Christ said that, I know thy works, and I know your poverty, I know your pain, but you are rich. He's speaking to his people, his real people, meaning rich in spirit. He said, even though I know the pain and hell you go through, and y'all living in the ghettos, y'all living in the slums, God's chosen people have been left to be looked at as nothing but a bunch of niggers and low lives. He said, you are still rich. Why? Because you're still the apple of my Father's eye. You are still his people. And he goes on to say, I know the blasphemy of those who say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Now, you can, use your own imagination, when it comes to synagogues, who are the only people that are praying in temples called synagogues today. And that will tell you who the blasphemous ones are. And it also says in Revelation chapter 3, I believe, it goes into how Christ said that, how he said, I know the blasphemy of those who say they are Jews and do lie. I will make them to bow down before you so that they can know I've always loved you. So, there's going to be people, when Christ returns, it's still going to be people not understanding what's going on or what may have you. And you're going to have all these people, he still confused about who the real Israelites are. Okay. You're going to make the Gentile nations bow down. You see those people you bow down to? Those have always been my Father's people. Those are my people I came back for. But go on, please. Continue to make yourself believe that book's a fairy tale. After all, it's where y'all got your twin flame concept, even though y'all want to give it to Plato, some Greek philosopher that actually never existed. Yeah, I'm going to break a few hearts today. Socrates didn't exist either. And that's another thing. The Greeks and the Romans were always Israel's biggest enemy, along with the Ishmaelite bloodline, which happens to be the Arab family, particularly the Saudi Arabian family. Because, Ishmael had 12 sons. There was 12 tribes of Ishmaelites. 12. The Bible said that he begot 12 princes, meaning 12 sons came from Ishmael, and there are 12 tribes of them. And the Saudi Arabian family are a descendant of Ishmael's bloodline. The Saudi family and the Amaleks and the Zephirites are the main families that have always been, having it out for the Israelites. They're masquerading themselves, especially the Romans. They're masquerading themselves as other nationalities, like European, for example, German. Oh yeah, those are Esau's bloodline. European, German, French, Israeli. And you'd be surprised. It's some Arab-looking people that are also a part of Esau's bloodline too, because if you look at Esau's lineage, two of his wives, I believe, maybe one of his wives. I think one of his wives was from Ishmael. I think it was actually Ishmael's granddaughter. One of Ishmael's granddaughters he married, and then I think Ishmael had 3 wives. Yes, he had one from Ishmael's bloodline, a granddaughter of Ishmael, and then he married 2 Canaanite women, which the Most High told him not to do. Why didn't God want Ishmael to marry 2 Canaanite women? Because the Canaanites' bloodline go back to the Nephilim, the fallen angel bloodline. They had corrupt DNA within them. Okay? So, this video didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, because I kept getting cut off. I kept getting brain fogs, kept getting under attack. This is information of value, okay? Not some hour video going in talking about nothing. Maybe to some I'm talking about nothing, but please explain to me why people who look like me are the main target on this planet right now. Nothing's changed, y'all. All the nations of this earth, well, most of them have always attacked the children of Israel. They hate us, and they hate our God, and they hate our ancient scrolls. But y'all love picking shit out. Excuse me, Holy Father, I didn't mean to say shit. Your word is never shit. Excuse me. Please forgive my tongue. They love picking valuable things. Things that they can use from it. But you you disregard everything else that don't fit into your agendas. But I had to give that brief history lesson about my people, so you can understand where you're getting all this from. When they took us down, y'all took our records and y'all started injecting them in your own pagan beliefs. That's where you get the 144 from. You got it from us, not the other way around. But by all means, go ahead and believe whatever you want. But the Bible is very specific about the 144 and how many they are and how many from each tribe are coming from them. Very, very specific. Please explain to me, where have y'all gotten 144 anywhere else? Where else did you get this from? It doesn't go into twin flames in the Bible, specifically, talking about exactly what it is and how it is. Because they took those out of the scrolls. They have a lot of this stuff about twin flame Israelites hidden in the Vatican. I'm going to have to do a part 3 to this. It really was supposed to originally be just 2 videos, but I got cut off from the other one, so I'm going to have to do another one. So I'll be right back. Stay tuned.